Hey there!
Hey there, guys.
This is Lina and Mauro, the place of conscious transformation and creative action.
This year is coming to its end, and we're really happy to be here with you because we want to share this special video to talk a little about what we have done during this year and what we're going to do on the next one.
End of a decade and the beginning of a new one. 2020 will mark the beginning of a new decade, so it's really important that we set our goals, our mindset, and all the list of the great achievements and dreams that we want to accomplish, not only during 2020 but during the whole decade.
So what was your biggest achievement during 2019? So we want to talk a little about our achievements, okay? 2019 was a really beautiful year for us. We got to launch another business online. We're really happy about it. It's gonna be huge in this 2020. We also changed and we finished our work doing something that we were feeling was totally unfulfilling for us, and that's something that it's an accomplishment.
It was a job. So we literally changed completely career and professional path. And this was just in February this year. So this is one of the greatest achievements that we have accomplished during 2019.
Also, we cut it a lot. We did a challenge last year. We cut sugar like crazy and we lost a lot of weight. That was something really nice for us too. We feel a lot healthier, and that was a big one.
We changed so many food habits. For example, we were addicted to sugar. I was addicted to marshmallows and Mauro was addicted to cinnamon rolls, and we completely cut them. Of course, it was a little bit difficult, but once you achieve something, for instance, I quit smoking a few years ago, and that is one of my greatest victories. So every time I doubt about myself and my will capacity and how can I achieve something that I want to get, I just remember, hey, you quit smoking, and that's something amazing that somebody would love to achieve, and there is a lot of people in the world struggling with. Everything changed, the way we eat, the way we indulge ourselves, because of course before we were all the time like, oh, so we would go and have a big ice cream or a big cake, and not anymore, because you learn to appreciate some other stuff.
So we want you to make a list. It's really important that you go and check what you did. Sometimes we feel that nothing changed, that nothing happened, and actually a lot of things happened. So it's really important that you take a piece of paper, pen, and write down the things that you feel that we were able to accomplish during this year. Now, something really important too is also to get conscious about the things, the changes that you did in order to get those goals. Okay, that's something really important too. Now, with that information, we want you just to put you in a mindset of achievement and goal pursuing. Okay, so next one. Today, we're gonna make a list. Everyone is gonna make a list. Everyone is saying, okay, this year I wanna change this, I wanna do that, like every year, okay? So we want you to make the list, but we want you to do something a little bit different.
What's the whole idea? Of course, every December when you are eating the grapes and thinking about everything that you want to accomplish in the next year, we do huge lists, right? And we feel like, yes, this year is gonna be different. This year I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm gonna change my job. I'm gonna start my business. I'm gonna find the love of my life. I'm gonna improve my relationship, whatever it is. So, and it's amazing to have this positive and optimistic mindset. But for sure, when we have so many huge dreams and so many big accomplishments in our list, sometimes we just get overwhelmed. So what is the whole idea that we want to propose to you? First, you're gonna do the list, okay? No limits, sky is the limit, so put whatever you want. But the most important is the second part. Now that you have that list, you're gonna read about it, and then you're gonna say, okay, how much will I have to invest in this activity and in this goal and in this dream and in this? But investment is not only money, it's also time and it's effort. And once you have that investment that you're gonna put, you're gonna classify the hardest one and the most achievable one. Why? Because we want you to start celebrating for good, even the small success, okay?
So we talk here about walking before flying, okay? We want you to feel that you have the power, that you create the momentum, the necessary energy, the necessary drive to move forward and just keep going. And this really happens when we have the chance to celebrate something small. At the beginning, we think it's really small, but when you accomplish something like that, it's huge. You don't imagine how powerful it is when you have the chance to look at yourself and say, oh my God, I did it. Because guys, we don't want to bullshit anyone. Every year we say, I want to do this, and we don't do it. Why? Because we don't have the chance to configure, to set everything in a way that we can just scale little by little. I'm going to start with this, and then I go to the next one, and then I'm going to the next one, and then to the next one. Okay, so for this, we're going to try something really nice that we use. One of our methods is the 7-21-90. Okay, this is really special. So the first goal that you have, the most achievable one, the easiest one, you're gonna do it for 7 days in a row without stopping. Every day you're gonna do something in order to achieve that goal.
But so what's the point of it here? The key is, let's say you want to change career, right? That's a huge goal. Of course, it's gonna impact so many areas of your life that you need to say, okay, in order to do that, what do I have to do? So for example, 1, renew your curriculum vitae. Okay, update your curriculum vitae. 2, be conscious about my value. So do I know how much value am I adding to the workplace, to my colleagues, to the world, to the company? Once I know that, okay, once I have that clear, what company are suited to be working with me? Okay, you have to be crystal clear about how are you going to impact the company and how a company is going to serve you to grow to your greatest potential. Okay, so now that you are starting to put all that, like change career or change job, in a list of achievables, so what is the first one that you need to do? Okay, the curriculum update, that's easy, okay? You just need to open your Google document or your Word document and update it. The second one, what would it be? To know, to be conscious about your value. So, for example, do 7 days of discovering every day a great skill that you have. And once you achieve 7 days, so for 21 days, you need another challenge. What could it be? So, okay, I'm gonna take my greatest skill, my best ability, the one that is like everybody says, oh my God, this is that person. And I'm gonna put it in place and take it out the world for 21 days straight with random people, with my beloved people, at my workplace, so that I gain that confidence for 21 days. And then once you achieve for 21 days, you're gonna do a 90-day challenge. So if we take it again to this example, okay, of changing your career, what are you going to do for 90 days? Once that you achieve the 7-day challenge, the 21-day challenge, you're gonna step to the 90-day challenge. So what are you gonna be able to do for 90 days that is gonna strengthen your abilities, your skills, your true power, so that you are so confident about your value to the marketplace, to the companies that you are gonna work with, that whoever is gonna do an interview to you, for example, is gonna just fall in love because you have so much confidence of yourself.
So this applies also if you want to change, for example, you have a situation with your relationship, okay? So how do you start a change with something that is really, really big? So we could say, okay, when next 7 days, you're gonna do something special and creative, full of love for the person you are with. So you can say beautiful words. You can do, I don't know, cook breakfast and do something special with the way you put the pancakes, and go to a date, a special date. Okay, for 7 days you have to do something that is gonna start creating momentum for the relationship to change. Okay, this applies also for, I know, your kids. So you want to spend more time with your kids. Okay, what are you gonna do to spend more time with your kids? Do you know what they like? So you can do 7 days of letting your kids tell you what they love, what they do, what they want to create, what they want to be. The idea here is that you have the chance to be conscious, because this is what we don't do often. We just go in life on autopilot, okay? We are just structured in a way that we just wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, get back to home, and go to sleep. And sometimes we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening for us, with what's going on with the people around us. Okay, we want you to get conscious about that area you want to work with. You're going to take one action for 7 days, and you will see how easy it's going to be after you finish those 7 days to think in the 21. Because if we start already with the 21, sometimes for some people it's really hard. For us, it's been hard in the past. Right now it's easier, but we still do this. I mean, for this year, for the 2020, we already have a list of things that we want to do, and we're starting with the 7-day challenge. Then we jump to the 21, and then we will jump to the 90. So we want you to do this with us. We want to do this together, guys. If you haven't joined our social media, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to YouTube, Lina and Mauro, okay? We're gonna have a lot of content there for you guys. Content that is gonna help you create the life that you want. Content to create that transformation, that conscious transformation in order to create the life that you really want to live.
So the change, the big change that you want to accomplish during this 2020, it will start with basic little action steps that you will repeat consistently until they become a habit. Okay, that's the key. And this is how we want you to close this year and how we want you to open this new decade. So whatever you want to change will start with one single action that you will repeat, okay? Let's make this 2020 the greatest year. Let's make this decade a memorable one, okay?
So guys, stay with us, please. Any questions that you have, any comments that you want to give us, we're always welcome. We're always open to hear from you. And
Happy New Year! Woo!